How's it hanging, fellas? I'm OrosZ, and this is another episode of Borderlands The Handsome Collection. And you know what? Last episode we wrapped up what's it called? The Hyperion Slaughterhouse. I've managed to do that in one episode, even though I was very worried that I'm not gonna, because an episode before the last one, I was getting my ass handed to me over there. But maybe I was just feeling a little bit burnt out from playing the game for so long. And now we're on the final stretch. We're gonna have to go fight our way through hordes of Hyperion soldiers, Hyperion robots. Brick and Mordecai are here to help us though, so we're not all alone, so it's not that bad. And yeah, I think this or next episode we're going to go and fight the final boss. And then after that we're going to fight a secret boss. I hope to do all these things in today's episode. I mean, not today's episode, but like today's recording session, you know, where I sat down and played the game for about 2.5 hours. I think I gotta, like in the future, I will make these. I won't give up on Let's Playing and doing Let's Plays, but I will have to probably make less videos per day. Right now I make 5 because I have nothing fucking else to do.
Enough.
Oh yeah, this gun is fire elemental, so it's really not helpful against robots. Yeah, but I certainly enjoy, like, it's like the slaughterhouses. I fucking hate doing that type of fucking wave defense in a video game, where you're meant to just, you know, secure one area and just stand there and fucking defeat enemies on and on and on. And it's so annoying, I fucking hate doing that. But like, when we're going through like a linear structure, you know, and like, think about it. What's the big difference between standing in one place and shooting enemies all around you, and going forward and shooting enemies? Like, you're still just kind of shooting enemies, and you're still moving. Except in one instance you're moving in a circle, but in this instance you're moving forward. So what's the big deal? Why do I hate one of these things, but then I don't have a single fucking problem with the next thing? I think it's because of the lack of like progress you make in slaughterhouses. It's just like endurance challenges. You're not really moving forward or doing anything. You're literally fucking running around in a big open circle, just shooting enemies as soon as you fucking see them. Then it sucks, you know? Oh look, it's our own personal Hyperion carrying thing. Oh, nice. Wanted to look at the cool set piece, because I never really pay attention to it. Look at that, Wait, when did they capture this? And when did they manage to paint this?
God, is he screaming again?
Also, one time when I was playing through the game, I got a loot midget to jump out of this crate. He walked over here while I was shooting at him. He dropped a legendary and it fell somewhere into the lava. Maybe it's still there. Nah, I guess it's not.
Mordecai's in position and my fist.
So there's like a funny little Easter egg I always found very amusing. That there's this like really big and scary looking mining device. Get head. Yeah, and it's a warning that you might lose your head if you get a bit too close to this thing. I wish there was sliding in this game so I could slide down this thing. Yeah, what I was thinking, like maybe on the weekend I'll come back and finish off my Borderlands 3 playthrough. Maybe. I'm not so certain that I 100% will do that. But if I will, then I would like to come back. I was doing like these bonus episodes of ASTRO BOT, Monster Hunter, and GT 5. But I was recently thinking, I was thinking even back then that I gotta do some Borderlands 3 bonus episodes. And I also meant to do Wonderlands bonus episodes. I was hoping to wrap that up before Borderlands 4. But like, I might like need to do another playthrough of Wonderlands, and I don't know if I wanna fucking do that. I mean, I could, you know, pick a character who I never played as yet, so it could be interesting and unique. But it's just that, I don't know, I don't fucking feel like playing. I mean, I can't even go back to Borderlands 3. I'm just not in a Borderlands mood recently. I mean, I am in a mood to make Let's Plays out of this game, but like, I was doing a second playthrough of the same game, this one. Except instead of on PlayStation as a Siren, I was doing it as an assassin on my Steam Deck. And I just really do not feel like going back to that playthrough. I just like, kinda lost the steam to go through it. Hyperion motherfuckers everywhere. That sniper rifle I'm carrying, I got from the slaughterhouse, isn't really all that great. It's just a Mala one. It's got a nice skin to it, I'll give it that. But I don't know, it's just like a... It would have been good if I was fighting bandits or something right now, but I am not. If it was a corrosion sniper rifle, that would have come handy. Now you can get corrosive sniper rifles, but I can't really think of any specifically corrosion sniper rifles. Oh, come on. Get it, Mordecai, do your thing. I'm fucking cowering inside this crate like I'm some little baby. And I'm just simply dodging needless damage that I would probably get from being exposed to these turrets over there. Do I have a shield on? I don't think I can get rid of them. The final boss is much better than Borderlands 1 final boss. Borderlands 1's final boss is infamous for being actually kind of shit. Multiple times I've seen Borderlands 1 mentioned when people talked about worst final bosses in video game history. But I'll be honest with you, I used to watch like these kind of top 10 gaming videos all the goddamn time. Now I don't really do that. I just notice how often they repeat shit. And it's almost like, okay, if we're talking about this, then these are the choices we're gonna make. And it's almost like they got this like, what's the word I'm looking for? It's almost like they got this kind of like, ah damn it, what's the word? Fuck. Not layout. Blueprint? No, not blueprint. I don't know, it's like the videos are manufactured. They're coming out like every fucking day. What culture and stuff like that. At least What Culture covers like some gaming news that I might have not fucking followed up on. So I do feel like whenever they talk about news, they kind of blow shit out of the water, you know? I actually tend to watch gaming news from like channels that aren't just like some big ones, you know? I like watching gaming news from like individual people who are kind of like me, you know, just simply interested in the fucking matter. And not people who are covering this news as their job. Because when they do that, then you can't really blame them that they would want to farm, let's put it that way, as much engagement as possible. Therefore the titles are misleading, thumbnails might be misleading. I think I talked about some God of War related news a while back, right? And the other game, yeah, I specifically remember I talked about the first game they supposedly being developed, the one with Deimos the main character, but I didn't bring up the other one. And or maybe I did, it's just that there's not much known about it. And that it's supposedly something... It's a sequel to God of War Ragnarok, but it's not gonna focus on Kratos or Atreus. Could be Freya. Could it be a Souls-like where we play as Freya? I don't know. Maybe it's a kart racer. I would unironically be fucking excited about that, because whenever someone makes an announcement and it's not the most predictable, boring ass fuck announcement, then I'm actually really interested in what it could possibly be. But if somebody, like, I don't know, if Naughty Dog came out and they said, we're making a new... Well, no, I would be excited for a new Uncharted game, but... if they said, oh, we're making a new The Last of Us, it's The Last of Us 3. Which, by the way, we might actually not get a The Last of Us 3, because... Well, now they're working on that sci-fi game. So what, we're gonna get The Last of Us 3 after that? It's gonna take like another 10 fucking years or so. So I think The Last of Us is over, and honestly, the TV show was supposedly disappointing, and maybe that's a good enough reason for me to never finish it, because I stopped at, like, I only seen the first 2 episodes of season 1. And I was like, I watched it with my friends because they wanted to watch it, me not so much, even though they kept asking me like, oh, is this like in the game? And I'm like, I guess, I don't remember. But then I didn't even bother to finish it. I didn't really dig it, I don't know. I don't like these fucking live out. I don't know, I'm just like a particular taste, not interested in many things, unless they are very specifically what I'm into. Even a super badass loader is no match for me. All of a sudden I feel so badass. Unlike in the slaughterhouse where I felt like a complete bitch. And I think our final obstacle on our journey to the end. You know what, maybe this episode will be the final one, because I expected this place to take me much longer to get through. I usually just speedrun this place and I run through it without collecting anything. I sometimes ignore enemies, like, you just have, your objective isn't to kill enemies, you just have to make it to the end. So what I often do is just run. You know, I don't even bother with shit. Also that fucking dumbass, badass constructor. Quite powerful, and I always remember having troubles with this guy on my first playthroughs of the game. Like right now, for example. Oh, dead. Cool, we dealt with everything, nice. And what was I talking about just now? Borderlands? No way, I was talking about some video game announcements and TV shows. Fucking, I'm all over the place, Jesus. Yeah, I wasn't very interested in The Last of Us TV show, I didn't even bother to finish, and I don't think I will ever go back and finish it. Gotta finish Andor. Instead I've been watching fucking Adventure Time, and good. I like it. At least it's not predictable and boring, yeah, like most things that I find myself exposed to. It's just so safe, you know? I like when I was like on PS2, that's why I think I genuinely always stand by that gaming has peaked on the PS2, because PS2 was full of these like serious, pretty dark and like awesome games, like Metal Gear Solid maybe even. It's not all that dark, that serious, but I mean it is, I guess, but it doesn't present itself as this dark and depressing type of thing. But oh, another one of you. But you also, on that fucking generation of games, you also found plenty of games that were just like outrageously weird, you know? Nowadays you only find that with indie games. And even indie games started to just like follow trends, you know? Because if you're gonna independently work on something, you wouldn't want it to fail. Fucking months of your possibly unpaid work. If you're independent, then who's gonna pay you? No one. The work's gonna pay off at the end, when you finally release it. So a lot of indie studios, it's just like a lot of the time people say that, oh, if you're bored by AAA games and you know they're basically all the same and fucking predictable as fuck and safe, then you should start playing indie games, bro. But indie games have started to become the fucking same, you know? They just follow trends, and it's also just safe bets. It's just that AAA games follow this, you know, like, oh, it might be a first-person shooter with a big budget, some fucking Hollywood-like story and shit. Meanwhile, indie games follow a different trend, where they just, I don't know, it's a fucking farming simulator, or it's a fucking roguelike, shit like that. It's like, just, I don't know, it's like fucking indie games started copying what AAA studios do, and they're just like, oh, we should also invest in what's safe to make. instead of making some outlandish shit. But at least in the indie space, there are still developers who make outlandish and fun ideas, while in AAA space it happens like once a blue moon. You know, like I'm not saying it never happens, because it sometimes does, when the stars align. And also, why am I flying around here? What the fuck? There's like some weird collision here. What the fuck? This Hyperion equipment looks really fucking awesome, actually. I really like this little... I really like when, like, sci-fi equipment gets designed in such a way where you can kind of see this existing in real life and working properly. That's why I love Star Wars. Every ship in Star Wars, like, has just enough of, like, weird, like, things on it that you might think, like, oh, this is fucking weird. Why does this spaceship have this, like, weird shape? But then you think about it and be like, oh, maybe it's because of this or that or whatever. Also, multiple times out of this crate, not this time, I got a legendary, and I sometimes thought, oh, maybe it's like a crate, like right before the final boss, just in case you have some shitty weapons that will give you a legendary. And maybe the crate actually, like maybe if I had shitty weapons, I would have gotten a legendary. Maybe it's a unique chest that actually gives you equipment based off of the equipment you already have. I'm only 60 minutes in. I thought I would, like... I honestly thought it would take me 2 episodes to get here, not just 1.
Comes down to me to save this world from your kind. But I'm more than happy to do it.
And it's like I'm not gonna stop an episode midway through the fight, so... Also there's a secret chest around here, if I remember correctly. Wait, where was it? No more. This area is fucking awesome. It feels like just like in Borderlands 1 when you're climbing to the final boss and you're fighting guardians by the dozen. There's a fuck ton of them. You can see where Lilith is being charged with iridium, and that's where Handsome Jack is, and there's the vault right there, and there's some weird alien-looking like structures, and that's where we're gonna fight the final boss. I really like that little touch of showing us where the final boss will be. I think that's nice. Where is this fucking hidden area? It's a hidden chest around here, and it's hidden in a very particular spot. Yeah, you gotta jump down to lava, and there's a Firehawk cave. There's a dead bandit. I wonder how the fuck he got here, because I mean, look at this shit. It looks like this once was occupied by bandits. That's a nice sniper rifle, damn. No, I didn't mean to change that. Give me my fucking fastball back. It's like the best grenade in the game. Yeah, look, there's like bandit shit around here and all that. And the only way out is to kill yourself. I think, unless there's some actual way to get out of this that I just simply don't know about. Could possibly be, I don't know. Man, my head is gonna explode. Excess limbs. I'd like a third hand. If I had a third hand, I'd be jacking off non-stop. Fuck yeah, I would be. And what was I fucking saying? This splitting headache really doesn't help with me focusing on what I'm doing or saying. Plus the fact that I don't have much to say anyway, so it's like... whatever. Oh look, it's the elevator from the... This asset seems to be reused in the slaughterhouse. It looks exactly the same. Yeah, it actually kind of looks like this entire thing was reused from the slaughterhouse. Or the other way around. Depends on when they made the slaughterhouse. You think they made it after this area or before this area? You'd think they made the areas in order, right? But that doesn't need to be necessarily the case. I wonder what, like, Borderlands 2 beta looked like, or alpha. I don't think there's much, like... Because at least with Borderlands 1, we have those, like, really early trailers of the game, where the game wasn't cel-shaded yet, and it looked just like a generic fucking sci-fi shooter. Something... If that's what Borderlands would have looked like, I probably would never give a fuck about this series. Because I remember some of my first exposure to Borderlands before I finally played it was watching videos when Borderlands 2 came out and people were just gushing over how fucking amazing this game is and about how its art style is amazing. And I actually watched coverage of this game on TV because there used to be this like TV channel where they covered, I don't know what the fuck they covered throughout the day, but in the evening it turned into a gaming channel. Oops, didn't meant to. Where it covered video games. And I remember on watching reruns of it, and a lot of the time I would watch that same fucking video about them talking about the cel-shaded graphics of Borderlands 2.
Charges the key. I'll control the warrior and wipe you bandits off my planet. When you get to hell, tell your Vault Hunter friends I said hey.
Wow. I feel like I already got to hell. Yeah, we got 10 more minutes. I feel like I can actually easily beat the boss fight in that amount of time. He's not very difficult, it's just that... Well, I guess I did a couple of times hit such shitty equipment that I did genuinely hit trouble with him, but most of the time he's pretty easy. Sup, Jackarino?
Right on time. Key's nearly ready. But before I cleanse this planet for good, I'm gonna avenge my daughter.
Now the theory that I pose that the Handsome Jack we're fighting right now is actually Timothy Lawrence. Oh Jesus, Jack, you weren't really tough.
Huh?
Yeah, but I don't know if you noticed, but he actually spawned clones, just like his doppelganger.
He's charged!
I'm not dying yet.
Like, what if this is Timothy and he's just simply so good at copying Handsome Jack now?
Too late, bandit.
He's got his personality and mannerisms down to a T.
The greatest helium.
Meanwhile, the real Handsome Jack has studied what Timothy is like and is actually pretending to be Timothy while he's on his casino right now. I kinda hate how fucking easily I defeated Handsome Jack. I want it to be... I kinda took away from how awesome this... Oh, hello. Kinda took away from how awesome this is. Yep, that's the warrior, big motherfucking brute. Shut up, Lilith. Think I can fucking see? Gonna stand in your bubble, that's gonna be a good place. Gotta shoot it in the big glowy chest. If you couldn't tell. Usually when you fight a big boss, you gotta shoot it in the big glowy part. Fucking crystalists here for some reason. So you know what? These crystalists and rats are like really easy to kill. To the point where I'm pretty sure they're only here just so you can get some second wins in case you're playing this by yourself and having a hard time.
Lava's rising! Get to high ground!
Shut up! I am on high ground, you fucking dumbass. See how fucking useless Maya's ability is?
Look out! The lava's rising!
You know what? At least fucking this boss fight, the warrior, at least he's actually like physically here. Because when you fight the destroyer in Borderlands 1, you can't even see the full destroyer. It's just tentacles and one eyeball that are sticking out of the vault symbol. So you don't even know, like, you don't even get to see the full extent of what the destroyer looks like.
Look out! The lava's rising!
Oh my god, shut up. And then I guess in Borderlands 3 you somehow fight the destroyer again. Except this time it's through the body of Tyreen, where she becomes Tyreen the Destroyer. I honestly don't really understand that part of Borderlands 3. Like, isn't the Destroyer dead? Are you saying that the Vault Hunters in Borderlands 1 didn't kill the Destroyer? Why is there a Surveyor? That was Jack's personal Surveyor. Just floating around. The Surveyor knew what's happening, that we lost, they lost, so it was like, maybe if I just casually fly out of here, maybe they won't notice and kill me. Yeah, we're in a volcano, no shit, Lilith. Come on, I almost got him. Where the fuck is he? Oh no, I killed the warrior.
This can't be happening! This can't be happening!
You lost, Jack. My apologies.
Holy
The
badass.
fucking rack lying on
I think
top of
you
Lily.
killed it. Never hurts to make sure, though. Hit the button on the moonshot console.
There's a really funny exploit that if you get like just close enough to this button, like I think you gotta be like if you press the button like when you're right up to it, it won't work. But if you're like just within the reach of the call moonshot, if you call the moonshot and truly finish off the warrior, and you get those 5,000 XP. If I were to quit and enter again, I could redo it, and every time I would get 5,000 XP. But honestly, I don't give a fuck. Like, it's a let's play. I'm not gonna sit here for the next 10 minutes just fucking entering and quitting and ruining the moment, you know, the impact of the final boss by fucking like farming XP all of a sudden. Like, I don't give a shit. What, am I gonna hit level fucking 80 now? Just from this?
No, I can't. I like this. Not when I'm so close. And not at their hands.
That is
Nothing trying that!
Ooh, legendary. Oh, it's a volcano. I had this fucking gun already. Come on. Could have given me so many more. Could have given me the conference call. I think there's a grenade you get out of the warrior too. Could have given me the conference call, for fuck's sake. Or at least the flacker. I don't think I ever used the flacker before. Conference call is probably the best thing that drops out of warrior, but the volcano is a good gun. It's just that I already had it.
And I am the goddamn hero!
I do love the performance Jack gives here.
The warrior was practically a god. How in the hell have you killed my warrior?
I shot it a bunch.
You idiot.
If it bleeds, you can kill it.
Beast of this planet. More dangerous creatures. No more bandits. Pandora. It could have... Paradise.
You wouldn't turn into a paradise, you would turn into a totalitarian state, which, whether that's better than a fucking complete wasteland full of psychos and bandits,
Either you kill
well,
Jack,
it's
or I'll kill
dependable.
him.
I don't know, depends on you, I
What's
guess.
gonna-
Bro, I'm not fucking letting you kill Jack, fuck you. I'm gonna kill him myself. Final words of Handsome Jack.
Finally over. Good going, Vault Hunter. You
Alright, he dropped his mask.
badass.
Though his head is fucking stuck inside the Volky and we can't see what he truly looks like. And we've seen what he looks like at the end of the pre-sequel, so it's no big secret what Handsome Jack looks like. I'm gonna sell that mask to Marcus. Marcus is gonna be like, what the fuck? Where did you get this thing? Where did you get this thing, Vault Hunter? Yeah, I guess that's it. I think I picked up everything. So, yeah, we stormed the place. It was awesome. We killed the warrior. Warrior is a cool fight. It's just my gun is like... The fight against Jack is also cool because he like teleports around. He spawns clones, so you have to figure out which one is the real one. He has surveyors flying around. It's just that I obliterated him because he doesn't have enough health. So technically we did 2 boss fights in a row. And then there's, you know... I also like how Handsome Jack had his character intro at the end of the game, even though we fucking met him before. Like, we've been listening to Jack berate us constantly. And only now, at the end of the fucking game, did we got an intro for who Handsome Jack even is. Also, I always thought maybe like this should open or something. Maybe it would lead us to some cool place. You know, because like at the end of Borderlands 1, there's a portal that opens up from this. And it gives you... And the Destroyer came out of it. And then... In Borderlands 3, whenever you go into a vault... What's that sound? Whenever you go into a vault, you get to go inside of the vault where you get some items and shit. But in this game, it's like the warrior didn't came out of a vault. He just kind of jumped out of that fucking abyss behind the vault. So the set piece here is absolutely fucking amazing. It's like something out of Lord of the Rings. I fucking love it. The first game ended on like a snowy mountain. This game ends in a volcano. And the third game ends on like an open plain or whatever. And the pre-sequel probably had the coolest fucking finale, if I'm being honest with you. When you enter this like purple crystal dimension and it looks like an alien world. That's exactly what I imagined the inside of the vault would look like, even though it's technically not the inside of the vault. I don't know what it is, if I'm being honest. I'm a little confused in that part. Alright, what's this? Ooh. What is this? Oh, I put it together.
Wait a sec. Let me.
There's a gun stuck
You don't want to
inside
touch
there.
this thing right now.
New
Trust me.
playthrough mode unlocked. I can now play on Ultimate
Slow
Vault
down,
Hunter
man.
mode, which I will not, so it'll just annoy me that,
Hey,
the game will ask
Billy.
me which,
Where
like,
the hell were you guys
if
5
I want
minutes
to play
ago?
on Ultimate
If it
Vault
weren't for
Hunter
the Vault
mode
Hunter, we'd all
or
be
not.
dead.
I think that's her way of saying we won.
And yeah, Mordecai and Brick are fine, even though I think while I was
Never
playing
see
the game
this
it was
key
implied that
again.
they fell into lava and died,
Too soon.
but I
It's
think I
pretty
wasn't
fun,
looking at it, so I didn't even notice. You know, but this game has a lot of swearing, but Borderlands 3 like shies away from swearing. Everybody says stuff like freaking, my gosh, what the heck. It's like, why shy away from swear words? And then you have fucking Ice-T perform in the game and he
Yeah.
swears like every other word.
No rest for the wicked.
Or at the end of the game, you have a slaughterhouse with Mr. Torg and he also swears all the time, except when he does it's bleeped out. But when Ice-T is swearing, it's not. But why not let anybody else swear? Just simply put the swear word where it counts, you know, and some impactful. That's how we did it. We beat the game, but I didn't. It's not the end of the Let's Play though. I do love these little graphics. I love the art style of this. Like if they ever made like an animated show of Borderlands, I would love if it actually tried to mimic these sharp angle fan art, where everybody's like really sharp and just sharp angles everywhere. There are Borderlands books, by the way, and for as big of a fan as I am of Borderlands series, I don't know anything about these books if I'm being honest, because don't have access to them. And even if I did, is it really worth reading? Is it like an essential read type of thing? Scooter and Ellie are taking down Jack's statues. It's pretty crazy playing through the Handsome Collection. You begin as a Vault Hunter being employed by Handsome Jack when he's at the bottom. When he's not very influential just yet. He's just some Hyperion guy. Then he slowly builds up his reputation over the course of the game and convinces people to join his cause. Or he eventually becomes the CEO of the company, and in my case, I played as Nisha, who became his girlfriend, and then Handsome Jack gifted Nisha a town of her own on Pandora so she could become the sheriff of it. I'm not sure what Claptrap's doing here. Blowing something up, it seems, but what is it? I can't actually tell. Ah, my head. And fucking... Oh, and Mordecai hatched a new bird. That's cute. You know what's funny? We never seen what Mordecai's face, like, fully looks like. He always has goggles or a mask on his face. The grieving the death of Roland. I love how on this fan art Brick is even bigger than he actually is in the game. Amon, the Vault Hunter from Borderlands 4, seems to be even bigger than Brick. Will Brick appear in Borderlands 4 and make a comment about how, holy shit, man, you're even bigger than me? Or something like that. I think that'd be cool. And... And what else? Yeah, I don't know. This is the second time I'm beating this game on this channel, and like I said many times, this is my favorite game of all time. I love playing this game, but the first time I played it, it truly, like, broadened my horizons of video games even further, and I had a blast while I was playing the game for the first time. Second time I had a blast with it, and I feel like at least once a year I play through this game. No, now we're just gonna play generic fucking. Alright, sorry rest of the team, but I'm not listening to your fucking. I ain't listening to ambience music. Pre-sequel had better fucking credits, had funnier, way funnier music playing. There was that fucking. What was that song called? Um, Got a good looking mainframe. Oh my fucking god, that song is so catchy. They designed a song specifically to get stuck in your ear, and my god, did they pulled it off. So look at this shit, I ain't got no quest. Oh. One more undiscovered quest. Wasn't there before? How come it's there now? I don't know, it must be a secret or some shit. Anyway, I think I'll actually finish here. I think it'll be fun beginning the next episode right in this fucking place. So do I have anything else to say? No, the final boss is way better than the Borderlands 1. It's not amazing or anything like that, but it's not pre-sequel's final boss. Pre-sequel had a fucking brilliant final boss fight. Probably the best in the series, actually. This game just has a good final boss fight. It's nothing special, but it's pretty good. It's way better than the one. But yeah, Handsome Jack is fucking dead. We watched him rise in the pre-sequel. We played as his girlfriend, who we fucking killed in this game. We killed him, even though we've been helping him throughout the first half of this Let's Play. And yeah, and the story keeps on going. We're not done. Just because Handsome Jack is dead doesn't mean that there's not other, like, smaller evils to take care of now. But it really feels like we wrapped up this entire arc of being on Handsome Jack's side at first, only for later to, be against him. And now he's dead, and we defeated Hyperion pretty much. And it's like, well, everything after this just doesn't feel as high stakes anymore, But it doesn't mean I'll fucking ignore it. Of course I will not. Anyway, see you fellas in the next episode. Bye.